The men of Dale and Lake Town stand strong in today's Dawnless Days siege battle as we return with another glorious 3v3 here on Dunburg, one of the best maps that's going around at the moment for Dawnless Days. That's for sure. It's a really, really fun map if you've not seen it already, but I feel like most of you that watch on the channel have probably seen this map before. I feel like it's a really well-balanced map. Makes for some cracking siege battles, and we have another one here today. This one titled simply as Great Siege. Highly recommend, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. We've got some strong factions on both sides here, and some new faces as well. In the Anduin Vale, they are here again, featuring this one. They are joined by another Northman faction in the Dalian forces there. And then I guess then the final faction is, they're also, well, they're a Manus faction, and it's sort of in the north, I guess. Maybe not really, actually, they're kind of more to the south, as Kharn. So we do have them. They're kind of like sort of in the middle of the middle of the east, you could argue. But yes, we have Kharn, Dale, and the Anduin Vale on the defense here today. And on the attack, with some pretty strong factions in Harad. I'd say maybe lesser, certainly not as strong as they used to be. I feel like they used to be stronger in some ways when you could spam out those Aduna Kori. I mean, now you can bring Far Harad mutants instead, which is a very, very scary looking unit. And also very, very, well, an effective unit, we'll put it like that. And then you've got Serpent Warriors as well, backing them up. We've got Umbar Usurpers here, Aduna Kori, more Umbar Usurpers. And what we've got over here, another Far Harad mutant. So they are bringing up plenty of shock, that is for sure. We also do have Dol Amroth, which is a very strong Manish faction, which we haven't seen these guys, I feel like, in a hot minute in a siege battle. And then the final faction is Lothlorien. So we have the Elves of the Greenwood here as well. So that is good to see. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one, see how this one goes down. Yeah, and it looks like the defenders are going to defend like early doors. Not defending the walls. Don't often see people defend the walls of Dunburg because they're so long. But they are not going to defend the upper levels. They have nothing defending there. No archers up there. No nothing. Which will make for a really interesting matchup. Dale is going to defend this gate, interesting enough, but they're not going to defend the walls. They're going to leave those to the Anduin Vale, who's got his air-to lances here ready to go. You just know as soon as these poor Serpent Warriors land on the wall, what is going to happen. It looks like Harad is going to try and deal with it. He's got his Desert Bowman going to the flank here, and he's going to try and get side shots, I think. Really, they just need to move these Tribalists and basically just shift them away from the edge of the wall, and they should be then fine. We've got pikes now going into the gate. So we've got Karak Wardens here. This is a problem, and I'm going to say it now for the defenders, is they seem to be everywhere. Like, no one is in an assigned spot. Everyone seems to be supporting every point. I think that's going to really affect their micro, and that might be an advantage for the attackers, as the Karak Wardens basically go in. Well, they don't go in. The Corsairs go into the Karak Wardens. That should be an easy sort of fight there. We're actually going to see Wainrider Spear Warriors going in. Again, like another doubling up act there by two different players. And like I said, I think this is going to do damage to your micro. We have got a unit landing on the wall here. It's a spear unit. Muhad Beast Tamers. Probably not a great unit to charge with cavalry, but definitely a good move there by the attackers. Sending over spears first. Which they aren't necessarily the most great offensive unit, but when you see what the defenders are doing, you'd be like, yeah, let's send up a spear first, and we'll send in, the swords in the second wave. We've got Lorien Sword Company here as well. They are getting ready. They're just going to capture this tower. No sort of opposition to that at all. I'm kind of surprised with that. I mean, again, you could have had a cav unit over here, could have just done some charging down. There's a lot of sword units over here that easily could have been charged down. Lorien just, dropping over a whole bunch of these guys. What is this stance they're doing as well? What is that? What is that stance you're playing at there, sir? Interesting. Very interesting. I guess they're sort of like still stuck in like climb mode. I don't really know what's going on there. It's very odd. But yes, if you're a fan of all things Dawnless Days, I want to see some more Lord of the Rings action on the channel, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're around here. Feel free as well to leave a comment down below. It's very much appreciated. Really does help out the channel as we work towards 13k subs. We're like halfway there, I think, now. Incredible. Here go the Heirs and Lancers charging in the side of the Muhad Beast Tamers. And that is probably the most effective way to deal with these guys. I mean, they've got swords engaging them from the front, and then the lancers hitting them from the side. A good old 1-2 should deal with these guys. I think this is the same unit that landed on the tower and just moved along. They've got another Muha Beast Tamer out here, which is just burning towers, just minding its own business, burning some towers. But yeah, a bit of a waste of the spear unit. I mean, just kind of sending it over in like on its own. At least back it up with other stuff. Like, good on Harad sending over spears first. It was the right move, but back it up with more stuff, sort of thing, because it just allowed that one unit to get massacred, and Dale's taken 3 losses there, which is not great. And we've got Dalian swords here. They are. Oh, no, there's another Muha Beast Tamer here. Actually, did encircle. Okay, so they set up 2 units. Fair enough. So they set up 2 units, and this one's trying to encircle the Carrot Quarries, but itself has been counter-encircled. Interesting. Yeah, but on the other side, no real attacks taking place. I mean, this is not a good idea either. Like, you don't really want to be attacking on your road. I mean, he's also attacking piece by piece. He's got his army really far back. Whether it's to I don't know, just sort of like delay, like the attack. I don't know, like just to hide. Sorry, what he's like you got for attack with. But yeah, I don't really know what he's playing up there. You really should have everything really far forward. Get it into this tree line if you want to. Who cares what you brought? Like, you can give it a good guess. Like, if you know the mod and the game out, like pretty well in and out, you can probably guess Harad's brought a lot of shock. And there you go, he's moving forward. He's moving to the next tree line. You can see this Unbai Usurper. It's got such a long way to go, just to then go up that over the walls and attack. You want to have stuff nice and close so they can react. But yeah, Serpent Warrior's now landing. And this is what the Anduin Vale has been waiting for, is unprotected units like the Serpent Warriors here. Good moves by Harad and using his Desert Bowman here to try and at least keep the Cav at bay, but really the Cav should just be daring and just go in for the juicy kills on these shock infantry here and do some serious damage. It's what they've been bought for. It's what they need to do. And the Lorien Company, look how strong they are. Okay, they're not going to do it now, are they? They were destroying... Yeah, there you go. Look at that. They're destroying this wall. Who do you think you guys are? The Hulk? Just destroying that wall like that. It's impressive. Been going to the gym, clearly, a lot. They've also been taking losses. I'm guessing that's from Archer Towers. But yeah, interesting move from Lothlorien bringing so many tier 1 swords. I don't think I've ever really seen Lothlorien bring so many tier 1 swords. And they brought, like, no shock. It's a really weird build.
Good news.
Really weird build. There's like 3 or 4 shock and that's it. Yeah, Lothlorien, Bad Ascendant is Lorien Sword coming, I guess, and Shield Wall. He's not going to break through here, that's for sure. This is a nice duo. It's the same duo that's currently defending the gate. And there you go, Cav has got in. It is getting focused down here. The Aether Lancers are getting chopped to pieces by the Serpent Warriors. But mainly it's those archers, those Desert Bowmen, focusing down the Cav here. That's what's doing the work. And we're going to see another Cav unit going over. Actually, this is the general coming forward. Another Cav unit has gone in over here as well. Similar sort of situation happening. The Aether Lancers winning this one decisively, and they're defeating Serpent Warriors. All these trying to the Arc of Tribalists are losing in that fight as well. More Cav going in again, trying to charge Serpent Warriors. You need to be careful on the withdrawal. You don't want to pull through the unit you just charged. Good missile duel going on over there. Looks as well. We've got the Dalian Yeomen. They are focusing down these Desert Bowmen. And they should rout these guys pretty easy because the Bowman's busy shooting the Cav. They're not really interested in counter ranging. Yeah, Bane and the Steps has lost a lot of Cav. That's for a healthy unit as well. Mainly because they pulled through the engagement they were already charged into. It was a really poor withdrawal, and they were getting shot at as well by archers. So yeah, I think that was a really bad move there. Aether Lancers could side charge this fight over here, maybe though. Serpent Warriors here fighting again. Dalian Swords. Should be an evenly matched battle. I would say Dalian Swords maybe will lose this one episode just slightly.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Here comes the cav charge. You can hear it now. Yeah, it's not quite gone entirely to plan. They are going to beat these Serpent Warriors, at least cause them to do some serious damage here. But yeah, I think Pathfinder, you can't really charge cavalry onto the walls very easily, at least on these barbarian type walls. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. And looks like finally those Serpent Warriors have been defeated as well. And the gate holds strong, the spears and the pikes hold there. More shock is going to land. But it's not looking good at the moment for the attackers, that's for sure. Umbar Usurper's also landing here. Cav is still engaged over here, and this should be a win for the Serpent Warriors, to be honest. Prolonged melee here against cavalry is usually a win.
We have destroyed the enemy's
Certainly for shock and swords. Well, to be fair, and spears. Lothlorien here, dueling with some of Dale's best swords. Violent Guard. Yeah, Violent Guards aren't going to be being phased by that tier 1 sword, even if it's an Elven tier 1 sword. Really need, I mean, they're using missiles. Oh, they're doing some really nice work there to the Lake Town Guards. Poor from Dale just letting these guys just be in range of Elven bows, not being protected. At least stack them with the swords to give them a bit of missile protection. Yeah, that Lake Town Guard, that's pretty much an ineffective unit now, getting focused down there, yeah, by the Galadrian Bow Warriors and also by, it looks like the Prince's Marksman of Dol Amroth. So yeah, really nicely done. Some things seem like it's happening over here as well. Looks like we've got the Carrack Wardens getting focused down. They're getting shot at by more Galadrian Bow Warriors. But from a almost a rear / side angle. It's a really nice angle actually the elves got over there. They can't really see what's going on. They've just been told at, I don't know, like this, what would you call that? I don't know, maybe like 45 degrees. Fire there, and just like we've been told from a spotter that there's troops over there. Hit them. Generally, they are firing blind, but maybe the Elven eyes can see that. Who knows? Who knows? I like this guy with a little banner. Like, what are you bringing to the battle, sir? I'm bringing my little flag. Just me and my little flag there.
This is it.
They're going to weaken the pikes, maybe kill them outright before they even send in these Lorien Sword Company. That looks like that's the plan. Oh, yeah, that Lake Town Guard down to 15 men, and it is, well, it's not broken, but it's pretty much ineffective now. Carnage Bows look like they're going to respond. They look like they're focusing down the Galadrian Bow Warriors, also shooting at the Lorien Sword Company. We're going to see a charge. Are we going to see a charge here from the Prince's Sergeants? I think we are. Unprotected sword unit there. I mean, the pikes could go in and try and help, but it's 15 of them. How much damage will they really do? I don't know. But the Prince's Sergeants, I think, are just going to just smash into this very elite tier 4 sword infantry here. And there go the pikes, or the pole arms. And they kind of stop the charge a little bit. I actually think that might have been quite an effective move there. Pole arms are going to break, but yeah, the Violent Guards aren't losing decisively because they didn't take the full force of the charge. And yeah, look at that. Prince's Sergeants at least 10 losses there on the withdrawal. That's not so great. This is also not looking so great as well, is that Harad has managed to expand his bridgehead over here.
Our allies have fled, the cowards.
Two gorgeous looking units, I should say. Like Dale, I say it like every other video, Dale, the first faction ever to be completed in Dawnless Days, if you didn't know. And it's not like some of its units have not been touched since. Dale's had a few changes here and there, like had units added on. But like the basic Dalian infantry has not been changed, and it doesn't need to be. It just hits. It really does. We've got Khandish Berserkers going in as well. They are actually breaking immediately on impact. Oh no, they're not. So they broke the Serpent Warriors immediately on impact. Very nice. But they are pretty bad at those Berserkers. They should hold. I don't know if they do fight the last man. I think they do. Like most Berserkers. Reviving regions here are just charging these Far Harad mutants, which is sad to see. These trollmen just getting obliterated here by the Dalian general. But yeah, that is what's happening. No protection for the shock infantry. It should be pretty hard to charge, to be honest. Pretty shock resistant. Because they are quite literally troll men. Hard to knock over. They should probably be a little bit taller. I don't know. If you're like a half troll man, I would expect you to be a little bit taller than that. But maybe they just have the features of trolls and then like the height of men. Who knows? Yes, we are also using the Last Breath submod, I should say, since Karn and Dol Amroth have been added on. And most of you may know that already, that play the mod and also watch my videos. But I don't know how many of you watchers are also, you know, do play. Or whether some of you just you know, come across the mod and just watch my videos and don't play it yourself. I mean, if that's the case, you definitely should get the mod, especially when the campaign comes out at the end of this year. By usurpers though are getting slowly encircled here, but Dale is looking pretty thin on the ground. I think Dale has taken over most control of what is going on over here. Is most of his infantry here now, but he is still, like, you know, over here still as well. He's still in this fight as well. Yeah, he's kind of microing everywhere. This is probably why the Lake Town Guards, for instance, got focused down to pieces, because he was busy looking at the Harad flank. We've now got these Dol Amroth Knights in here. And this is a really good sword unit. Arguably the best sword unit in the mod when you add on Last Breath. They're just a beastly unit. They are going to be able to deal with the Winding Guards. Karn and Berserkers might be a bit of a stretch as well. Yeah, these Berserkers here, look at them, they're getting really into the fight now. Prolonged melee though, I think the Knights should win. What we're going here, Pelican Marines would also been sent in without their jabbies being used. That's pretty poor there from the Dol Amroth player. Maybe it didn't feel like it was appropriate to send them in to use the jabbies on this target. Then just don't send them in. Also, he could have snuck by. There's a gap in the line here. He could have snuck by and get into the bowman. Actually, I think it is what he tried to do. He just poorly executed it. Because, yeah, the Pelican Marines are engaged here against these Carnage bowmen in a bit of a buggy manner, but they are engaged there. And actually, the defenders are pushed out here. They've made the attack. The pass sentries here attacking Lothlorien's Amroth Sentinels here. These double-handed axe berserker type guys, which are glorious. I do like that they've got like bees on the back of their shields. I don't know why. It's just quite charming, I think. It's like, we're going to war. What is our symbol of going into battle? The bee. And yeah, as you can see here, it looks like Lothlorien died in their droves. You didn't see this, but yeah, they died in their droves to all these pikes and these spears here. They were definitely lesser units going in against them. Cav, though, has gone through that same gap the Pelican Marines have gone into. And they are now causing all sorts of problems here against the Carnage Bowmen. But they are going to get routed. It's just too many bows. And Dale still has troops over here. Like I said, just stretched everywhere as some of these players. They're just kind of like trying to put out fires everywhere. Like I said, I think it would be more sensible just to have your army in one place. Yeah, not everyone necessarily has the same assets. You can always ask for one or two things. I feel like some of these guys have been way overly stretched. I mean, I'm not going to doubt players. If their micro is good enough and they think they can do it, that's fine. But and to be fair, so far nothing's shown that they can't do it for the defenders. I mean, look at this. The defenders have absolutely battered back Harad. Harad's pretty much gone. He's got his Serpent Guards. He's got a bit of an Aduna Kori and our Belgazar, and that is it. That's all he has left. In fairness, the defenders don't have much left over here either. They've also withdrawn a lot of their stuff I think there was here. So yeah, I think most of these battered units are what remains from the fight on this flank. But yeah, That's a win there for the defenders. You don't often see that. They've actually won their fight and they can shift over their reserves to help over here. We'll have to see whether the attackers can get through. Pretty much down to the elves of Lothlorien and the men of Dol Amroth. I mean, that's a good duo to, you know, call upon to try and win a game. Fight, yeah, it was going to continue on. It looks like that's going to be the main sort of catalyst here today. And you can see Dol Amroth still trying to sneak units through. He's going to get this Foot Knight through, and he's going to go after more archers. It's a really good idea here from the attackers. Just keep trying to occupy these archers so they can't shoot, and you also can keep getting some easy-ish kills as well. We're going to see the Burning Warriors, which we've not seen very often, but they're going to get sent in. This is a general unit. You can only bring it as a general unit as well. It's a 90-man unit. The smaller the unit, the more elite it is, and these guys are probably going to mess with the Foot Knights. But they're a shielded shock unit, which is, I think this is the first of its type. And they are massive. Look at the size of the model. I think these guys are bigger than the Knights. I don't know if this is just because they're a last breath unit, or maybe they are just bigger. They can go the Wainriders as well. They're getting sent in. And there you go, Admiral Sentinels again, sneaking around. This gap being kept open. We've got Eastern Legionnaires going in from Karn. He's going to try and tie down these guys. And this offensive is broken through. This is not good. And there's only archers here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Admiral Sentinels will break through, and archers as well. They've just broken through here. And now they're going to be onto just a load of archers. Got a general shifting over. Dale's general. He's going to try and countercharge this. Really, we should be sending these spears. Yeah, I was going to say they need to get over here. That's a code red situation. The Burning Warriors there, they are, yeah, messing up those Foot Knights. They've taken one loss. Insane. I mean, I'm not surprised that those guys are capped to one because they are so strong. Cav here is just going to keep cycle charging. He's going to go after just swords and, well, even these weak archers. Just take those guys out. Free easy kill, to be honest. This is a problem though, like these swords here are going to keep chasing the archers. Don't know if any of these guys actually can hold their own. The elf archers are murdering Carnage archers right now. Any of these guys can set up and start shooting, like the Vale Yeoman, just set them up and start shooting these guys. Oh, they got a good rear charge, so it's fine. It's fine, they might be saved here. Dale has got his general in. But he didn't get a great rear charge into the Sentinels. He's going to have to keep bouncing in and out. He's going to charge into these archers. Nice charge there. I might deal with them. Eastern Legionnaires also coming over. It looks like the defenders right now are actually putting out most of the fires that are being set here. Just, I would say, in a bit of a messy manner. Got Aethid Lancers going in. They've wrapped around and tried to get rear charges there. And again, causing more chaos going into the Amarothian Watchmen. Got the Champions of Dawn and Ill going in as well.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Chopping up those Lancers there. The pole arms are set up to try and block this this entry point. But as you can see, the Knights here just rear charging the Lake Town Guards, doing what damage they can. Still seeing a push up here. Prince's Sergeants have now joined. They're going through the gap, and we're going to see Serpent Guards as well from Harad. Harad wants revenge for all the deeds done against him. Al Belgazar as well backing that up. You can see a charge here from the Shock Infantry. They're actually going to catch Dale's General on the march, or on the lack of march, I could say, because he was just stood still. They're going to send in Shock Infantry. Whether they could get Dale's General out safely, I don't know. No, there you go. Enemy general's dead. That is Dale's general gone. That's going to do all sorts of morale issues now for all these units over here, like Lake Town Guards, Dalian swords as well still in this fight. These foot knights are still cutting down the Lake Town Guards. I mean, they're also getting shot as well by Dol Amrot's archers back there, but yeah, doing a lot of damage. Cav is now running up here, running up this hill. Kind of rear charging their own elven ally in there, I feel like, is Dol Amroth. Again, there's a gap which they definitely could just be taking advantage of. Our Belgazar needs to be careful. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Haraz's army is pretty much gone, but still, you don't want to lose your general if you don't have to. Now a shock battle against each other. Yeah, they are losing on most of these. So actually, everyone in that engagement is losing there. The Bjorning warriors, so they might even that up once they go back in. Dale's general's broken now after he's finally died. Prince's sergeants have come back down the hill, as has our Belgazar, because it's not really worked out. They're going to get one last rear charge into the Wainrider spears there. Finally, we're out them. And it looks like... Oh, we have got the Bane steps up here. He's come all the way round. And he's now charging here, and he's going to deal with the Amroth Sentinels. And our Belgazar might have to go back up, as will those sergeants, and go deal with that general. He is the last line of defense before they break through to those archers. I mean, they're holding the defenders, but it's taken a lot of losses. Both sides at 2,000, numbers-wise equal. Balance power says no, though. Might have something to do with the cav? I'm really not sure. I mean, there's also a lot of archers left for the defenders. It's what makes the most of their force.
Running for their lives.
They just come into these final few minutes of the siege. The attackers have quite a few left in reserve. They just need to bring these units forward. Just get them now into the fray. They could overwhelm and finish off the defenders here, I feel like. Defenders are bringing across another shock infantry unit here. Carnage Berserkers to try and help plug up this gap here. Since this broke, this is kind of like began the rot with the defenders. Allied General died, though. That is our Belgazar gone. He's been focused down. Khan, though, could be about to go as well. He could get friendly fired here. 8 out of 10, he might be dead himself, to be honest. I'm not even sure. Yeah, General dead for Khan as well. He is very much gone. Yeah, Khan's morale could just go any moment. And like I said, most of the defenders' troops that are left seem like they're archers. These sergeants here, I mean, they might lose their lives, but they're going to take out these yeomen. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just like the sheer ammo from the Vale yeomen and the... Carnage Bowman over here is keeping the cav at bay at the moment. If they run out of ammo, it could be GG. June and Akori in here as well, wanting to prove their worth. Kind of blobbing again. I was going to say they need to keep shifting units round to the attackers, try and get around the side of this against these yeomen. Keep opening up this choke point like they did earlier on so effectively. Here goes the Elven Shock again. Should easy deal with these yeomen. This is like high school bullying. It really is. Just like a really beefy kid that's like a couple of years older, just beating up the small kid like just joined the school. There's yeomen there. Have had their pocket money robbed from them. On to the next one, elves. On to the next one. And they can just mop up that flank almost. Carnage Berserkers are actually, just going to keep pushing on down here. They're getting charged by the Golamov Cav. It's not a bad charge.
The unit has used all available ammunition.
spearing those dual or double-handed. I was gonna say dual-wielding sword unit, but they're not a dual-wielding sword unit. Just double-handed sword unit. Different thing. Though it would be cool if there was a shock infantry unit that had like two swords, like two shorter swords, and that was their their thing. I think that could be like a Harad or a Umbar sort of thing. Make note of it, devs. I like that idea. That'd be very funny. Like an assassin type unit. That'd be very funny. The elves again, just chopping up archers. Got nothing else to face, really. There you go, again, getting into the archers then. Dol Amros's broken through this choke point here as well. Champions of Doranil and Amarothian Watchmen can just mop them up. Pikes here trying to guard the flank. They're getting shot at as well. I think the Bjorning Warrior General is the only one still alive for any of these generals, though I don't know where he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's gone as well. He might have broken. How are they back over here? I guess the Berserkers have carried on pushing down and they're now getting encircled. We had no generals left for the defenders by the looks of it. I think the Bjorning Warrior General might have broken. I don't think he's dead. Didn't have an announcement saying he died. There you go, they've routed. Berserkers can rout that, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong then. And they are all mass routing, as you can see here, actually. So that is going to be GG, pretty much. The attackers have broken through, but they do not have a lot left. 1,400 left against 500. It has been a bloody siege. And, I mean, yeah, Harad got beaten back so easily. The defenders did a good job to start with. It's just the two armies that they had left to face. Was really strong. Like Dol Amroth and Lothlorien really strong. Also, I think they made some mistakes. I think they allowed a lot of their units to get focused down on angles, and at points they seemed to be more busy shooting enemy. Actually, the defenders did a better job of shooting enemy archers. But yeah, they could have done with maybe doing that a little bit more, trying to take them out, because they let some of their pikes and stuff just get focused down way too easily. But yeah. Thank you for this one being sent in. This was sent in by General Spiffington, who was playing as Dol Amroth, so well done to him and to his teammates, Gamba Jamba and Emperor Force. Did a very, very good job. They got 255 kills here with the Foot Knights of Dol Amroth, which is very solid. 162 kills with another Foot Knight there. 131 kills with the Champions of Dor Enil. 112 kills with this champion there. Princess Marksman, 124 kills. 216 kills. Then we've got the Princess Sergeants getting 155 kills. And then we have Gamba Jamba playing as Harad. 109 kills with the Umbar Usurpers. 101 kills with Far Harad Mutant. 155 with the Serpent Warriors. Aduna and Kori, even though they were pretty badly bruised in their first engagement, getting 153 kills, 139 kills. Then we got the Muhad Beast Tamers, 110 kills. We have Emperor Force playing as Lothlorien, getting 260 kills with Haldir, very nice. Yeah, Swords getting 97 kills, okay, but it's not insane. Amroth Sentinels getting 323 kills, very good though. 117 kills with the Galadrim Sword Warriors, 189 kills with the Galadrim Bow Warriors, is the best of the bunch there. And then we have Jackaboy playing as Dale, 258 kills with the Ravanian Regents, 209 kills with the Dalian Swords, 199 kills with the Vineland Guards, 144 with the Vineland Guard there. Yeah, the polearms definitely underperformed and just got focused down. And then we have Yeoman getting 208 kills, 207 kills, 289 kills, did very, very well. All of them getting triple figure kills. Then we have Cut playing as Karnd, 109 kills with the Bane of the Steppes. There's not too shabby. Definitely could have got more though, I feel like. 151 kills with the Carnage Berserkers, 114 kills with his Eastern Legionnaires. Is okay, but not great. Wainrider Spear Warriors outscoring his shot, getting 138 kills, 147. And then one of his bows getting 118 kills. And then we have Drago playing as the Anduin Vale, 124 kills with the Bjorning Warriors. It's actually kind of lower than I was expecting. They definitely could get more kills. 177 kills with the past sentries here. 224 kills with this Carrick Warden. We've got the Archers here getting 107 kills in this Cav. 212 kills and 102 kills. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days Siege Battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more glorious Lord of the Rings action, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any Total War action or any streams that we do. But until next time, I'll see you folks later.